Hey guys, how you doing? It's Shane Boykin with Sentinel Secure Transport. Just wanted to do a quick little, like recruiting video for ATS. I'm gonna keep it real with you. At the end of the day, ATS is a great company to come to. As far as their safety values, things of that nature, you're not going to find too many out there that are oriented toward that safety. When it comes to your money, that's up to you. There's so many variables that go into making your money that a lot of people are not going to really understand. Especially when you go into a lease. If you're coming over to ATS as a company guy, you're going to make a good percentage, or not a percentage, but a good mileage based pay. So you can't beat that. But ATS is not a training company. So if you want to come over as a company guy, you're going to have some OTR experience before coming over. Now, with leases, same thing. Got multiple ways to go into leases. You got long-term leases, you got short-term leases, you got a lot of different things. And you can make your money. I've been over here for 2 years now. I can honestly say I only went through a small period of time where my money was tapering off. Some of that had to do with COVID and different things, but I still never went hungry. My bills never did not get paid. So you can't beat it. Now, what works for me may not work for you. Depending on where you live, you need to ask those questions when you're coming over. Where you live can depend on how much you can go home. So you got to take that into consideration. Sometimes you got to sacrifice. Just like me right now, I'm sacrificing. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I came up here to Illinois for at least the next 6 to 8 weeks to be on Walmart dedicated stuff. Why did I do that? Because Walmart pays you whether they use you or they don't use you. But for you to get on these kind of accounts, you're going to have to be in good status. You're going to have to prove yourself. You're going to have to show that you're going to work. So your money, I can also tell you with the load rates. I don't take anything under $1.30 a mile. I've only taken maybe in the last year 2 loads, maybe 3 that paid under $1.30 a mile. One of them was $1.20 a mile. And the other one was just to get me the hell out of California. And it was cheap, but it got me the hell away from California. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do as a business decision. Now, if you're looking to come over to ATS and you're truly looking into doing it, don't come over here just to turn around and say, hey, I got a truck. I can get a truck. You got to treat it like a business decision. That truck is a business. Once you set foot in that driver's seat, it is a business because you're picking up all the expense. So everything you do from that point forward has to be based around your dollar sign. It's not personal. It's business. And that's the way you have to treat it if you want to make money. You want to go home every week. You want to go home every weekend. You want to go home every other weekend. You're not going to make good money. You're not going to do it. Now, they have some dedicated lanes and different things, but again, they're not giving this stuff out to just the drivers that don't know what they're doing. You got to be committed to the company for them to turn around and give you those good lanes. Walmart dedicated, it's fairly easy to get onto, I think, for my personal opinion. But all the drivers that I know that I've been on Walmart dedicated with, I know they run their ass off. I know they don't turn down stuff. I know they stay out pretty good. So if you're looking to come over, the one things that I can guarantee you with ATS, they're a good family-based company. There's good communication with fleet managers as far as my opinion goes, and me and my fleet manager. So I can't say that all fleet managers may be the same. You got good and bad with anything. But the one thing that I do say is communicate. If you communicate, the company is going to turn around and communicate back with you. If you see your money tapering off, you need to be holding a conversation with your fleet manager. But as far as a lease goes, dude, I can tell you right now, the leases are good. Long-term lease, yeah, you're going to pay a lot of money and the money's not really going anywhere. You're basically renting a truck with a short-term lease. But at the end of that lease, you're getting a good chunk of change back. You're getting anywhere from $6,000 to $8,000 pretty much put back in your pocket for completing a 2-year lease. Now, long-term, yeah, you're putting up money. You're basically taking the money that they give you for completing a short-term and you're going long-term. The difference between those things is regular lease, you got a lot of overhead. The truck is overinflated on price. Long-term lease, you got a legitimate price. Just like if you was to go to the dealership and have interest on it, it's basically the same with long-term. We also have a TAP program. That's a whole nother story. So there's 3 different ways you can get a truck with ATS. And you can also bring a truck over as well. Now, the one thing that, I was going to let you know is, if you think this is information that helps you, give me some credit for it. Give them my global ID number. My global ID is 480666. Yes, I know, 666, but 480666. And at the end of the day, it gives me some recognition. Because I'm going to be honest, I don't refer companies and I don't refer friends to places unless I believe that that company is going to take care of them. I don't do it. Because at the end of the day, everything that I want on my channel and everything that I want on my YouTube channels, I want facts. I want you getting the real deal. I don't want you getting BS. You got questions? Ask me. I may be a little slow to getting around to them sometimes, depending on how hard I'm running, but I guarantee you I'll try to get back to you. If you look at coming over, I don't even mind giving you my cell phone number, so you can communicate directly with me if I think you're coming over. I'm not going to sugarcoat something for you. I'm not going to tell you it's all going to be, daisies and rainbows and all that kind of stuff. No, trucking is trucking. Trucking's got its ups and it's got its downs, and it's a mix between the two this time of year. It's coming up on winter. You got to turn around and know during the winter you may be a little slower. Don't push. If it's bad weather, get the hell off the road. ATS will even tell you the same thing. Get off the road. It's not worth your life. It's not. So if you're looking to come over to a company that can potentially take care of you, if you're looking at turning around and coming to a company that has good freight, if you're looking for a company that has good money, do your research. Look into ATS. You can't go wrong. If it doesn't work out for you, there has to be reasons. And I just about would say that if it didn't, it's because of communication. You have to communicate if you want to make money. That's with any business that you do. Good communication is key when it comes to making money. So, like I said, if you want to come over to ATS, if you got questions, ask me. I'm not going to give you answers I don't know. If it's about the company side, if I don't have the answer, I will reach out to the people that have the answers and get the answers for you. I know a lot of them are going to tell me just have them contact recruiting and get the answers. Well, the thing is if I got the answers, I'm going to give them to you. I've got some people that I can send a text to, an email, that are in upper management that can get me the answers and, make sure you get the right information. Going from one company to another, don't make a hasty decision. Do your research. Find out. Ask questions. Make sure, wherever you live, if you're wanting certain types of home time, ask if your area will allow you to get back as much as you want to get back. I would say just about anywhere you live, you can potentially be home about every 2 weeks. If you're wanting to go on some Walmart dedicated and make some money, you may have to stay out for a while to get on a good like Walmart dedicated account or a dedicated line. But to do that, you're going to have to sacrifice. They ain't got that dedicated stuff everywhere. So you're going to have to give up something if you want to be dedicated. Why do I do dedicated? Because they pay us a day rate. It's a weekly rate, but it's a flat rate per day, no matter how many miles we put in. I can put in 5 miles and still get paid a full day rate. Like right now, honestly, I am running my first load for Walmart dedicated. Got to this store, they don't have an empty trailer. All the docks are full. My trailer's in a dock. They don't know when the trailers are going to be empty. I'm getting paid to sit. That's fuel that I'm not burning on a company side, on a business side. That's money that I'm saving, even though it's sitting, and yes, it's a pain in the ass to sit. But, again, your business is what you make of it. Your business is only as good as how you run your truck. Your business is only as good as your fleet manager and the people behind him that find your loads. ATS has got a good reputation. If you turn around and you find negative, you're going to find negative. There is no company in the world that does not have negative reviews. None. You're always going to find more negative than positive. People don't, how can I say this? People will always complain, but people don't always recognize the good for people. They don't. Most people only post negative because they're pissed off. Weed through the BS. Take the negative. Take your own research. And you'll find the center point. You'll find the truth. Because like I said, I know guys that I'm friends with. They've made money over here. They've lost money over here. I've done pretty well. That's me. I can't explain to you why. I can only tell you from my opinion what's worked for me. Trucking is an individual. It is only as good as you make it and how good you communicate. So again, if you're looking at coming over to ATS, give me some recognition. Throw it up, tell him, hey, dude on YouTube, Shane, and what was my, you gotta remember, what was my global ID? See, you done and forgot. So since you forgot, it's 480-666. Again, 480-666. But give me a little recognition on that. That way the company knows, A, I support them. B, I don't want you turning around and getting BS information. I want you getting real facts. And I can only give you the facts that I've experienced. So again, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. Appreciate you sharing this video. And I appreciate you liking this video. So with that said, you guys have a good day. Keep it between the lines and stay safe out there. Thanks a lot, guys.